Credit blind financing for Black businesses. Loan amount up to $100,000. No minimum FICO scores required for approval. Now, one of the biggest obstacles facing a lot of small businesses when it comes to securing capital to grow and scale their business from the large commercial banks is having poor credit or limited business history, because a lot of the big banks, they want you to have established excellent credit. That's why in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a resource that actually allows you to be able to get access to business loans, from micro loans, and even what's called credit blind loans. So these are loans where there's no minimum credit score and you can get up to $100,000 in terms of a loan. So in today's video, we're going to be going over Monumentous Capital. Now, Monumentous Capital is a family of 3 different companies, including Capital Impact Partners, CDC Small Business Finance, as well as Ventures Lending Technologies. Now, their goal is to expand equitable capital and opportunities for communities and providing them with the momentum they need for success. Capital Impact, CDC Small Business Finance, and Ventures Lending Technologies have come together to leverage 80+ years of combined experience supporting economic mobility and wealth creation. Now, they have several different loan programs, so we're going to go over each and every one of them. So they have small business financing options. They also administer the SBA 504 commercial real estate loans. You can get pre-qualified in as little as 24 hours. And they also have an alternative commercial real estate loan if you don't qualify for the 504 financing. And then they have what's called credit blind financing for Black businesses. All right, so let's go over their general working capital finance. So they have working capital finance for entrepreneurs. You can access from $20,000 up to $350,000, fixed and variable rates available to meet your needs, terms from 5 to 10 years. Now, this is going to be available in California, Arizona, Nevada, Detroit, Michigan, Dallas, Fort Worth, Atlanta metro areas, Miami, Florida, and Washington, D.C. metro area. Now, what are the eligibility requirements? Now, as we stated, this is geographically restricted. There's no collateral needed for approval, and you must provide a down payment 10% for startups and business acquisitions, ability to show sufficient cash flow to make payments, and flexibility to waive some requirements for businesses in low, moderate income communities, startup businesses, and veteran owned. Now, again, you can borrow between $20,000 and $350,000. Now, an important question, do you finance startups? Yes. If you are a startup, there will be a 10% down payment, and management or industry experience is required. Now, what if you have a bad credit history? So they realize that credit scores only tell part of the story. So they are piloting a new credit blind loan product for Black small businesses in Detroit to provide new financing opportunities. Credit blind financing for entrepreneurs of color. So Black entrepreneurs have experienced a legacy of multi-generation exclusion by traditional financial institutions. To begin addressing this issue, they have created a new lending standard to identify practices that have been found to have a bias and replace them with more racially equitable options. One such solution is the new Activate Detroit loan product. They use character-based evaluations that focus on the promise that the small business owners of color can deliver to their communities. This affordable and flexible capital does not require a credit score, is fee-free, and a much simplified application process. No minimum FICO score, so the scores will be blinded on all credit reports, and they will request an explanation of derogatory items only. No collateral or down payment required. So here's just an example of a Detroit-based business who was able to take advantage of the credit blind loan. So Activate Detroit financing for Black-owned small businesses. Credit scores don't tell the whole story of small business entrepreneurs. Activate Detroit, a new loan product meant to empower Black entrepreneurs, is changing the way their story is told. Loan amounts up to $100,000. There's no collateral, no minimum FICO scores required for approval. You also get flexible repayment structure, reporting timely payments to the personal credit bureaus to help build credit. 3% of your loan amount will be accessible as an emergency fund grant. Waived loan fees, no down payment or borrower equity requirements. You must have a minimum of 3 months of proven sales, so no pure startups. Business owner must identify as Black or African American. Now, again, if anyone is interested in this specific loan product, these are the loan officers that you could reach out to. I'll also pin this information in the description of the video. Next, let's go over the alternative commercial real estate loan. So the Empower loan is created for small businesses that are unable to secure conventional or SBA financing. Loan amounts from $251,000 all the way up to $3 million. It does come with a 1 to 1.5% origination fee, and there is a prepayment penalty, so 5% during the first 5 years of the loan. So just keep that in mind. Funding for up to 95% of the collateral value, no credit score minimum. Funds can be used to acquire owner-occupied commercial real estate properties beyond office, retail, and industrial may be financed, but will require an additional 5 to 10% down payment. Now, the area served is Arizona, California, Florida, Texas, Maryland, DC, New York, Michigan, Virginia, and Georgia. All right, so just to recap, so Monumentous Capital offers a variety of different loan products, and these are really designed for entrepreneurs who traditionally are shut off from conventional financing from some of the larger commercial banks. So if anyone is interested in any of the loan products that we discussed in this video, I've dropped the links in the description of the video for you to check it out. Now, again, some of these are geographically restricted, so just check to make sure that your business fits the eligibility before considering applying. Again, this is not financial advice. This is for informational purposes only. That's all for today. Until next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.